Welcome, Liam allies. Apparently, everybody's friends with Liam now, and we are all going to have a nice stream where everybody hangs out and has fun. And we're gonna be friends with War Campaign. We're gonna be friends with Liam. That is, I guess that's where the direction of everything's going. I missed this, of course, because I was out and away for the weekend. I went to a beautiful emo concert. It was the Chain Fest in Southern California, and I'll pull that up for you guys. You guys can see the beautiful lineup here. Awesome stuff. I did this on Saturday. On Friday, I played in my first official USTA tennis tournament. I've been playing a lot of just pickup games, and I played in a local league and all that. But I played in my big tournament on Friday. Got my ass kicked. I played at a half a level up of where I usually play. The ratings go like 2-5, 3-0, 3-5, 4-0. And so I played a half a level up. But I felt like I could have beaten any of those guys. I got a little jittery though. My swing was tight, my serve was tight. I was missing shots, but I was hitting. My shot in general is better than most of those guys, and so I feel like I'll be competitive next time. I just need to get my competition out. I was overthinking things. Sometimes you just got to settle down and hit the ball in. I guess that's a lesson for life. Hit the like button, leave comments, guys. Got to get some people in here. It's a Monday. It's a crazy Monday. Hey, you're here for the Uber Talk Now Tennis? Yeah, but we're going to talk tennis first. That's how it goes. Hey, John, how you doing? Now, I tried to drink and play tennis one time in my life, and I vomited very badly. It was not worth it. It's way too much hard cardio to be able to play while drinking. Doesn't work out very well. Maybe you could play doubles, because doubles is less of a active sport like this. Hey George, how you doing? Testify how your Notre Dame Fighting Irish this weekend performed outstandingly against Trojans, huh?
They beat the shit out of them.
Yes,
it was beautiful.
So you said they're looking like a new team. Do you think they had like a little locker room talk over the week, or what was going on there?
They finally had their bye week.
Oh, that helps.
They literally played 5 games straight. Most of these other teams only played 3 and were on their bye week every time they played Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah, they get the bye week before Notre Dame, so they could really figure it out. And then Notre Dame comes in.
Notre Dame finally figured out how to use their offense correctly and just literally pounded the living shit out of the Trojans.
That's good. You're coming in a little light for me.
Ways because there's Trojan condoms too.
Uh-oh.
I just realized that. Hi, Drake.
Hey, Drake. Welcome, Drake.
Oh, look, George and Risey, you little guys. Hi.
George and Risey are my friends, and you better be nice to them or I'm going to kick you off my show.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but I'm warning you. So what do we got? We got Georgia #1 and Cincinnati #2. That could have been Notre Dame right now if they would have beat Cincinnati, I think.
Cincinnati's going to drop big time here. Wait till they lose.
What's going to happen?
When they lose one.
Well, yeah, as soon as their schedule other than Notre Dame is a nothing burger.
Literally, they're going to go into the top 20.
Got Alabama #3 at 7-1. Oklahoma barely survived that Texas game. I don't know that they're that good.
My mic's low now. What the hell?
It does sound low. You're pretty quiet.
How about now?
You're still low.
How about now?
You're still low. Yeah.
Now?
Better. There we go. Yeah.
StreamYard's changed something. I have my mic volume as high can go.
Yes, Liam is a Christian brother now, and so we must accept him. That's what I hear.
Yeah, Christian brothers that say, "Who cares where I stick my penis into?"
Yeah.
On streams, yeah, really good.
So he said that. I have not actually heard this yet, but we'll get to it at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at the AP Top 25 right now. Interesting stuff. Michigan's still 7-0. I'm surprised by that.
I am too. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because I thought they were done after last year, and I thought they were going to fire their coach this year, and they did, and this year he's 7-0.
Wake Forest, that's kind of bullshit. Like, they're in a bullshit conference.
Well, no, Wake Forest is actually in the ACC.
ACC's a bullshit conference.
ACC's not that good this year.
SMU's a bullshit conference.
Yeah.
UTSA? What the hell is this? Who are they?
I don't know which one you're
8-0. The UTSA Roadrunners.
I have absolutely no clue who
Uh,
that is.
what is UTSA?
Is it Louisiana?
UTSA football.
Roadrunners.
Let's see what it's called. They are University of Texas at San Antonio. There you go.
Oh.
Never heard of that. Yeah.
How old is the program?
They're in the West Division Conference USA.
93. Yeah, I see. I don't know them.
Yeah. Who knows?
They're
not a real team.
Division II team.
It does. I'm sure their conference is Division II too. The mic has not changed. Check the audio. Hasn't changed off to what? Is Testify still quiet, everybody?
No, he's just being stupid.
Okay. Oh, man.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Queenie. Texas San Antonio idiots. Thank you, Queenie.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Hail, Perrette. If I was not away from the chat, I could have answered. Answered what?
See, I honestly, I've never even heard of that team till right now.
Football sucks. No one cares. You know what? We care. That's all that matters.
By the way, UNLV's still 0-5 or 0-6.
Really?
They keep losing by a touchdown at the fourth quarter every time.
That's rough.
Yep.
That's right. How are my Cal Bears doing? Cal Bears.
You don't want to go down there.
I don't even want to know.
Probably
loss. Oh, we beat Colorado. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, that
but
sucks.
They got to play Oregon State and all these good teams.
Lost to Nevada. Lost to TCU. We have one win.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal. Oh no, we beat Sacramento State. Thank you, Sacramento State.
They're the equivalent like of UNLV, basically over
oh my God.
School team.
This stream's been going for about 5 minutes. I'm just kind of waiting for people to trickle in before we get into the good content.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Liam was getting really defensive and went on the pause show and was trying to make inroads with the crew of Smugpug and Vicky, your friend, Testify, and Panboy Dong Lover.
Yeah.
So they were hanging out.
Comes with Panboy Dong Lover.
We're gonna roll on that. Talking about random shit until I get some people here. Click that like button, everybody, and we'll get going.
Did you tell me you got beat by a 70-year-old at your tennis tournament?
He was fucking good. Testify.
I don't care. You got beat by a fucking 70-year-old.
The guy could get everything back. No matter what I hit, he hit it back, and God bless him. So I was forced to kind of. I know you spoke to Pan today. I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to
sucks.
be on there with TJ Dopeness at the same time.
Yeah, we had a hey Queenie, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm here now. Okay. Hello.
Did you watch the stream this morning with the shit show with Pan and all that, Queenie?
On whose?
On Finatra.
She did it.
I watched about like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah. I went on at the very end. I was still drinking my coffee, and I'm just like, this TJ guy's just going at Ethan, like, where's your book? Where's your book? And I'm just like,
John, he's drunk, and he's just repeating the war campaign talking points over and over and over again.
Well, Vestige 3 is gonna be out anytime now.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Except nobody wants to read Vestige 3.
Yeah,
how about that?
Get about as much money as Boy Island.
Yeah. How is the new Black Dragon project going? That's their new name.
Clue.
War campaign renamed. They renamed themselves Black Dragon, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Did you know I own BlackDragonComics.com?
Do you?
I do.
Oh, that's amazing. You own all the .coms.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to own something.
Pretty good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess they think if they can rebrand, they can get people to actually respect them. But the problem is not the brand. The problem is actually War Campaign as a title and as a meme and as a
history
as rhetoric actually sounds pretty good. You know, it sounds like it's like a positive masculine sort of imagery.
I was just sent a picture of the guy that beat you.
So Black Dragon sounds better. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but the problem. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Testify. I appreciate that.
I was just sent this to show everybody.
Jesus Christ!
There he is. Beautiful.
Yeah, that the guy did not look like that. He looked in shape. But those are not bad brand names, and that's where people get confused. They think if they switch up their brand names or something, that it can do something. The problem is actually them. They are just out of control, crazy spurgs who harass the shit out of people.
Yes.
And they're never going to change that. So it's never going to be okay no matter what their brand is. And that's where I don't understand why people are trying to bring them back into the fold. This is somebody who claims to be Ethan Van Sciver, but I'm pretty sure it's a penis.
I could tell you, but you'll probably get mad at me.
What's that?
Stupendous 989, aka Soy Rage. He's always stayed in contact with all them, and he wanted everybody to come together when he was hanging out with me. And I
try to come together and bring. Yeah, there's some people you just can't come together with. It's sad. Yeah. I don't believe this is Ethan Van Sciver because it doesn't have his normal face on it. It's got something else. I think it's going to be a penis. Should I bring up the penis anyway?
Well, if it is, we know how to get rid of it real quick.
All right. Don't bring up the penis, Queenie says. We got one vote. One vote for no penis, one vote for no Queenie. All right. Not like I ever listen to Queenie, so let's go. Hello, penis.
Hey. It's me.
Oh, shit. You are actually you.
Yeah, but the audio's clipping in and out. The reason why it's a different avatar is I'm on an iPad. I'm over at my desk drawing.
I thought you're either on your phone or something.
I was like,
sounds
who
like
is this?
shit,
This
right?
isn't... You don't sound that bad. Yeah, it's not clipping in and out, but it's soft and you sound kind of like you're through a radio, AM radio or something.
All right, let me get out of here. I'll come back on my computer. Bye.
All right, no problem.
Okay. I think StreamYard's changed something because, like
there's
I said,
something weird.
I turned off my mic, the automatically adjust thing, and had to turn up my mic volume all the way, and people are still telling me I'm low.
This is some good advice from John Castle. Queenie, always say no to penis. So there you go.
I think she does in general.
She does, yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mirror Universe, Ethan. I was surprised that was actually Ethan. So
he's had that avatar before, though. I've
okay.
seen that. That's why I thought he was on his phone.
He sounds whale-like. No, that didn't sound like Rosetta.
No.
No.
Have you seen she now literally encumbers 85% of the screen now?
Rosetta does? Speaking of Rosetta, hey, Risey.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Right, all right. What the fuck's that with the Uber talk? Is that just like a click thing? Like, does Liam have power over Uber
Ethan's
now
not
or
gonna
So
something?
Uber allies. I guess Liam's going to bring everybody together again in Comicsgate, I guess.
Oh, fuck that. All right. Now I know it's bullshit. All right. I can leave again. All right. Thank you.
Risey, what's he doing?
Thank you for having me on, John.
Anytime.
Risey, where are you going?
Okay. Well.
What did I say? What did I do? Was that me?
Is he scared of you?
No, I don't think
he doesn't
I don't
like you, really. If you ever heard him privately, he hates you.
No, I know, but when I come in, he's like, Ethan, I don't hate you. You're just a piece of shit, Ethan. I don't really fucking hate you now.
Exactly.
At times you're all right. You're all right now. Just shut the fuck up, Risey. And then, I'm trying to talk to John, and then, he leaves.
Yeah.
But we mostly get along. When we're together, we get along.
Last time he was a little overly drunk and he was stepping on your talking a little too much, but
yeah, because I had important things to say. Usually I don't have anything important to say, but then I did. So
that's fair.
I do have something I could bring up because it deals with both you and John Delarose. I saw you're talking to Vito now.
Yeah, I think I fucked up when I shouldn't.
Oh, did you?
That. Yeah,
you don't think so? So I've actually I've known Vito. I've known
Yeah.
Vito since before we were on YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah.
We were both working for the same like card game, and doing different things for them. So he was doing their graphic design layouts, and I was doing like their lore stuff for their writing. And so I knew him back then. And I don't know. I like Vito, so I don't care if anybody else does.
Yeah, my thing is that, well, first of all, he's talking about doing a book, and people are like, you should contact Ethan, and so on and so forth. And I said, yeah, contact me if you want to. And then he said, well, I sent him a DM, and I went, oh, cool, all right. Well, I was at the post office, so I'll check it out when I get home. I'll talk to Vito. And I went and looked, and there was no message. And I went, that's weird. And I just kind of went, hey, well, here's my email. I didn't get your message, but you're somebody with 300,000 subscribers. You can have my email address.
Right.
And we'll talk and then somebody, who was it? Vilmed was just like, this is the dude who reported Friday Night Tights to YouTube.
Yeah, he did
for having Alex Jones on. And I went, oh, forgot.
Yeah, that was a bad. He does some bad, stupid things more than periodically.
I put a
pretty
message
often.
on there because when I saw you were talking to him, I go, he could be highly controversial, but when he is on point on certain things, he is on point. But you have to take the
Right.
bad with the good, and sometimes there's more bad than good.
That happens to me all the time. It happened, it's like Dave Sim, it's the same kind of thing where I'm like, no, first of all, I wanted to work with Dave Sim, kind of because his anti-feminism rants were beautiful.
It's awesome. Yeah.
The female void. God damn, that was just absolutely, it changed my whole life when I read that. I was a young man. Then it's like, oh, by the way, he was talking to a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Vito hasn't done that, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say
Yeah.
that. I mean, this is pretty, like, to me, reporting somebody's YouTube channel and getting it taken down is bad. That's why I'm mad at Liam.
I don't like that either.
Testify.
Yeah.
I don't even like Testify. Testify's a fucking dickhead. And yet,
Thank you.
Testify, I will stand by you if Liam reports your channel and gets it struck. It's just,
Well, he did do that.
That's exactly right.
He
That is
never
why
took it back
Liam is
either.
out
He
of the
lied to
club.
everybody.
Did you see those ones where Liam tried to get my Patreon taken down and he emailed them?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I remember that too.
That was amazing. He did. It's like, Jesus Christ, Liam.
It's
Really?
against the rules. You just don't do
Yeah.
that. Even to people that you really, and there are a lot of people that it's like, I just wish this person would vanish off the face of the earth.
He emailed YouTube too and did the same thing and went off about
There's still
about me,
he's
but
one
they didn't
up
care.
all that where he called the police on Sciver for not being.
That's
his
true.
friend.
Cider was
And we got
that.
the
Cider was
report.
the worst of that. Here, Risey's back. Risey.
Hi, Risey.
I just want to say one thing, make something perfectly clear. Testify says, I hate you. I
Blah,
don't
blah,
hate
blah,
you.
blah, drunken,
No.
blabber.
Jesus Christ. He doesn't
That's
let you
all
talk,
we're gonna
does he?
hear from you right now, Risey, is blah, 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 drunken blabber. Because you know what you've said, and we all have seen it. So just stop lying.
Yeah.
I'm going to clarify it if you can let me speak for a moment.
Oh, you want to clarify it now?
I forgot to actually address the super chat, even though I've had this up for a while. So thank you, the dude. Hail Uncle Ehe. F was campaign and F Liam is gay.
No, just Liam is gay, not F. Liam.
Oh no, sorry, just Liam is gay. Yeah. Which is okay. So it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care what
Now,
holes
I
he
don't-
sticks it into.
Yeah, whatever
His
he
words.
sticks it in. I mean, him
His
and
words.
Preston can like go finger each other, whatever. Now, I don't hate you, Ethan. I don't even hate you, Testify.
I don't hate
Now,
you.
I don't like either of yous, but I respect your game, Ethan. Testify, I wish I could respect something.
That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Is this actually Vito? Vito, is that
Hello?
you?
Yeah. What's up?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Is that the real Vito?
that's the real Vito. Hey, Vito,
That's
how you
me.
doing?
Hello, Vito.
Man, I was doing good like earlier in the week, and now I'm all mad that Dick got that. Did you see that video? You saw the video I posted. I'm still mad that they attacked Dick, and it like, man, I don't know.
Dick,
I'm in a
Dick
weird mood.
Masterson, right?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
didn't see the
Wait,
video of him.
apparently I
doing
went
the
on
heavy lifting.
rant about Ethan.
I know, but Vito showed up, and that superseded your rant about Ethan. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I screwed
Yeah.
up. I
No,
screwed
it's
up.
all
I
good.
screwed up the
No,
timing.
no, Vito, you're more important. Shh. Don't.
Well,
don't
what do you-
talk.
Vito, you're very important.
Poor Risey.
I try. I try. Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. I'm a little like anxious today, I guess, just because, fucking Antifa's posting that I'm a violent bigot and they want to hunt me down or whatever, and I'm like, well, that's fun. I don't want to deal with this.
So you're a left wing commie though. So how's that work?
Yeah, I'm a disgusting. I mean, I can't say it on here, but F slur liberal, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but they don't
Wait,
care.
what's
That's
the word you trying to say? I want to know what that word is.
the F slur. You know what it is.
Rising say it all the time.
Liberal F slur.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I know what it is.
You got there.
All right.
Risey, you got suspended on Twitter for saying that, as you recall.
I know. I just got lifted.
But that's the thing is like these guys don't these guys make these assumptions where they're like, oh, you must be like a hate monger or whatever else. I was like telling people at the rally, I'm like, dude, I've dated some of the hottest trans chicks you've ever seen. Blew my mind.
What?
Oh, dude, there was this one girl, and if I could ever get her number again, I'd be calling it. So the idea that I hate
Wait. Okay, so did you know this person was trans when going in? Did you go on that
Going
dive?
in, that's
here-
the phrase you want to use.
That's the
going
phrase
in.
I want to use.
Going
That's
in.
correct.
Here's what happened is It's actually complicated. I mistook them at a party.
It was very complicated.
I mistook them at a party for another girl I knew who is not trans. Because that's
so
how
you thought this dude
girl
was a chick you
right,
liked.
but we didn't hook
Okay.
up then. Like later, I went and I found their dating profile and it says I'm trans. And I'm like, well, that's impossible. That was clearly a biological woman I met.
Wow.
So I literally took her home and I'm like, I'm gonna find out.
Oh.
I was like,
oh
I was
no.
like,
It's like a science experiment. I love it, Ninja. You're right, man.
I thought that she maybe put in her profile that she's trans to like get people who aren't okay with trans people to leave her alone. Like, oh well, you passed the test. But no, she had a penis and it was fine. I'm fine with it.
What?
John, I don't mind.
what
a
is
feminine
happening?
Penis.
What is happening on
It
my?
doesn't bother me. I mean,
What is
can I
happening on my
say?
show? What is
I'm
happening on my show?
sorry. This was
You
the hot.
tell
I
me
swear to
things
God,
that I
if
can
you
and can't say.
I don't mind a feminist.
I don't mind
penis.
a feminine penis. I'll say
Wow.
it here and I'll say it
You know,
loud.
and, I'm giving
hear
the
that,
like
Risey?
back to your show. Fuck
You're
the
in.
Uber talk. You're getting the like back just for this topic.
What
I don't
the
know,
hell?
man. Look, I'm not
All right.
saying you gotta suck it yourself, but let's put it this way: why do you think gay guys have so much fun? Because they both know how a dick works.
Oh,
Okay.
oh
Yes!
no.
Yeah, I
There's
agree
no
with that.
biting. There's no biting. There's no like rubbing the wrong place. You're like, oh, I know what this
Oh my
thing is.
God.
I know.
No, wait, it's
Oh
getting
my
too
God.
gay.
Yeah, there's no problem as long as you don't fuck a dog. I mean, and most women don't bite and rub the wrong way.
I've gotten some severely terrible
Don't come
blowjobs
into this
from
situation.
some biological women have given me some terrible blowjobs and hand jobs. Trans woman knows what's going on. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
what? No, I don't want no trans women around my fucking hands around my penis, man. They're probably
All right.
gonna break it off or some
All
shit.
right. Hey, love
I
is
did.
love.
I disavow this entire show.
What are you talking
Vito,
about? This is
Vito,
exciting.
I hate to tell you, a trans woman is a man.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, like biologically, of course.
Wow.
Do you guys have a problem with homosexuality?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not good at it.
Well, it
but,
depends. If it's Chris Evans' dick, I'm totally down for that.
Should I just
I don't
not
know.
be here?
I'm not bothered.
I'm about to get out of here. Even this is ridiculous now.
I know, John.
Holy shit.
John, you probably have like a religious objection to it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not religious, so what do you want?
Well, you
Or I
should
think that if
repent.
there is a God, he doesn't care which penis I touch, whether it's mine or somebody else's. I really don't think.
What if
that's
it's
what
the
he's
Pope's?
concerned about? The Pope
Yeah.
wants me to touch his penis, according to all the news that keeps coming out. Gee whiz.
I heard that.
Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news. Come on,
Fake
man.
news.
All right. The Catholics never did nothing to nobody.
Oh my gosh.
Point
Uh,
is, I've touched a tranny penis. I enjoyed it, and I'm not a bigot. I'm really not.
And Antifa.
At least you're fucking happy with it, and I'm happy for you for that.
Thank you.
So you're
Thank
you're like a commie socialist. You've touched another man's penis who you call a woman, even though it's not.
I mean, I've touched
and-
a man's penis as well, but sure. yeah.
Okay, there you go. And Antifa's still coming after you, like and threatening you.
Yeah. Well, they said that me and my buddy went there. They said we're bigots. They said my buddy strangled somebody, which you can watch. That's why we put the video out. Because right now,
Strangled somebody.
yeah. So did you see the video I just put up where like
Okay.
he's got his
I
hands
saw
on
the
his
whole
thigh?
video. That did
Let's
not
pull this
happen.
up. Okay, so this is
the new video I put up.
this
with
is the
Dick
one on
Van Dyke.
YouTube. The peaceful protesters caught lying. This
You
is
can
the one.
also- If you just want to see you can go to my Twitter if you just want to see the attack. I posted.
Okay, I just want to see the attack. Let's go on the
Yeah.
Twitter. All right, let me pull this up and we'll watch this alleged attack. I know you're not a freaking violent guy, obviously.
Dude, I would not. I don't want to be violent. They'll beat the crap out of me. You think I'm fucking working out lately? Nah.
Yeah.
So which one's the video? Is it the Lawrence Fox?
You
Which
touch
one?
other guys' penises. We know this now.
Yeah.
Where
Look
where
at the
is
one
this
that says Joe Cristalli, the same Netflix writer. It's like the third tweet down from me.
third tweet down? 1,
It's a
2.
video.
I don't see it.
4 down. It's right below Tim Dillon retweet. I'll just
Right below-
DM it to you. How's
Just
that?
DM it to me. I'll pull it up.
Or here, I can send
That's
it in
perfect.
the chat here, private chat. Do you see the chat in the StreamYard?
The same Netflix writer who assaulted me when I
Yeah.
attacked my friend. This one, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch this real quick and see if there was an assault going on. We got somebody named Khan in the back. I don't know who that is. Khan, who are you?
That's gonna be a penis.
I'm
That's
uh,
good.
I'm a listener. I listen a lot of the
Oh,
Liam
hey, brother.
stuff. I
How you
want
doing?
to say that Vito is a two-faced snake that fucks over whoever he wants
Oh,
for
Jesus Christ.
attention
Okay.
because he's
All
a
right.
massive attention
Okay,
whore.
Con. Thank you, Con. I appreciate you.
All right. So this
What a
is the
fuck.
video.
Yeah.
All right. So is
Okay,
there
I have to pull
audio?
this up
Can
in
we?
I have to pull this up in the different tab.
Oh.
I was
Okay.
seeing it on the StreamYard.
That's it, huh? Okay, we got it up.
No,
Audio's working.
Go to the other video though, the one of Dick.
Jokes are funny. All right. The other one, okay, so you got a different one.
Yeah.
This is the one you sent me in the private chat. All right. Let me pull this up again.
This is the one I'm pissed about because they're saying this shows Dick choking someone, is what they said.
And the following is sensitive content. Okay, is audio working on this?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, there we go.
So this is the same guy who ripped my sign away earlier.
Okay, so this guy's coming after you.
And now they're saying Dick was strangling him and they had to beat his head in.
That's fucking violent.
What? Okay.
I didn't see him get hit. Hold on.
So the guy with the sign is your buddy?
Yeah, that's Dick. He's holding the sign.
That's
Here
Dick.
comes the guy.
We like
grabs the
jokes.
sign. That's the same guy who ripped up my
Guy
sign.
grabs it.
We
and
don't
then
like
puts his-
jokes.
And now the
This guy
third
hit
guy,
him.
you're not going to see the impact, but he smashes his head into that ball in the back.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, that's an Antifa little pussy tactic
At
right
least he
there.
just stood there, didn't run away.
Like
Richard
all I
Spencer.
Yeah.
can say to you, my friend, is when you hang out with a bunch of fucking pariahs, eventually they're gonna bite you as well.
Piranhas,
Well,
you mean?
He was protesting the Netflix people who were trying to cancel Dave
Yeah,
Chappelle.
do you know the context of this? Is that we
So-
went to support Dave
I
Chappelle.
don't know the context.
He has
I
Yeah.
don't even know what
context.
Dave
He's a
Chappelle
drunken
is.
lush.
They went there to stop the lynching of a black man.
That's
Yeah,
testifies
that's exactly it.
There was a black
man.
man who was being lynched by a bunch of trannies. These guys went to go and save that black man. Stood there.
Correct.
They said, "We are
He
not
wasn't
going to allow."
actually getting lynched.
He
Though.
was.
If he were there, what do you think would happen?
Yeah,
I
if he
think
was
they
there,
would've
he would have.
lynched him.
I
Yeah.
think if a black man was getting lynched in the middle of the fucking streets, yeah, there'd be a real bunch of riots. But
Well, I'm
that
just
wasn't
saying
happening.
this. Here's my point. My point is that a black man should be able to go wherever he wants, and he shouldn't have to feel unsafe because a whole lot of people in wigs, colored wigs, and weird masks are standing in his way, waiting to, I don't know, I would say string him up.
Yeah.
I think
And I
so.
think that's what would
Ethan,
happen.
can I ask
What,
you
just
one quick
black
question
people,
really
white
quick?
people,
Oh,
like, what
Jesus.
about
Oh,
females?
Thank you,
Like,
Risey.
where do-
Can we
where
get
do-
rid of
Risey.
Risey again?
Yeah.
Seriously,
Okay.
dude.
Thank you. It's
Christ.
as if the only person in here that I
Ah.
don't want to hear from has the loudest microphone.
No, I want to just ask you, Ethan, what was your
Yeah.
opinion on
Sorry, Risey.
at this protest of Dave Chappelle, them protesting Black Lives Matter and yelling Black Lives Matter at a black guy?
So, hold on, Vito. Did you actually get the Black Lives Matter chant going? Was that you, or was that them?
No, I mean, well, I was there and I was chanting, we like jokes, and I think they tried to throw me off by going Black Lives Matter. I'm like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, sure. So I just joined their chant, and then she got really mad that I wasn't like,
I mean,
being
weren't
a
you
bigot.
trying to help the Black life have a job and keep his job?
I think we were chanting Black jokes matter at one point.
That's good.
They didn't like that. Yeah, Black comedy matters. That is crazy that they're coming out against a black guy. Like, I don't know. We were having a discussion recently, and we're like, I know trans people want to say they've suffered the most of any group ever. Like recently, who was it who just said what the trans people are going for right now is the same as the Holocaust? And you're like, bro, you're off by a factor of like several 100,000, if not million, whatever.
And the fact that none of them have been thrown in an oven.
Right.
That I know of.
Right.
Of. Check my math.
Yes, that is true.
So,
You gotta-
no matter
you gotta
how
put
much
that
you've-
little asterisk there.
No matter how much that community has suffered, I mean, it's nothing compared to the suffering of the black community, just based on any stats or whatever you want to look at, murder rates, violence rates, crime rates. Like, blacks are the ones who have suffered more than the trans community. So the idea that you're going to come out and say, well, black man, you're not allowed to comment on us, you're the hate monger in this situation. It's like, bro, you guys are in the wrong here. I'm sorry.
Huh.
And whenever the trans community, I mean, they say we suffer disproportionate rates of violence. You're like, Well, the black trans community suffers disproportionate rates of violence
They
because
do?
they're in the black community. Yeah,
Oh.
well, most of the violence that occurs against the trans community occurs against the black trans community. And so white trans people are basically trying to adopt the suffering of black people. They're like, see, they're suffering violence. It's like, yeah, because they're in the black community. The black community suffers violence. You're white.
Imagine-
you don't
let me
get to
try to
take any
bring
of
this
that.
back to on track. Vito, since you are representing the trans blacks, whatever it is right now, I don't know. Did you watch the whole Dave Chappelle special that this has all been heated up about?
Yeah.
Were you offended by it?
No.
Okay, simple as that.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah, I
thought
didn't
it was-
watch
I thought
it
it was
at all,
hilarious.
but I really liked it because because I'm a heterosexual white male. It had nothing to do with me, so I really liked it.
Well, actually, I mean, if you listen to the special, the real message of Dave Chappelle's special is that he hates white people, and he said that a couple times. He says, "My real problem is with white people."
I don't feel hated. I feel loved by him.
You feel
right now.
loved.
Yeah,
That's
I do.
good.
And
Well, I
he's
think he
friends, and
knows.
he's friends with the old gays, not the new gays.
That's right.
Well, that's the thing is, I mean, in my video, you had that lady with the tambourine. So when I was protesting, oh, sorry, I brought up the thing. Had that tambourine in my face, yelling "Repent, motherfucker" over and over.
Yes, that's what I'm
Like
going
a
to do to you.
religious zealot. Yeah, well, I saw an article by like an old guard homosexual used to march for rights in the 80s, 90s, 2000. Is like, when did we become the religious right that we hated, man? Like, when did we become the zealots in that scenario?
2016.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably earlier than that, actually.
Yeah, we just started to notice it at that point.
Yeah,
so.
they're really. I mean, right now, Dave's saying he's having trouble. Like, festivals won't play his new documentary he put out. He's having trouble getting meetings. It's like, why do we let this
He doesn't
small
need any
group?
money?
He doesn't need the money, but man, he's still a creator. Man, he still wants to get his documentary.
We need
in
to hear what he has
front
to
of
say.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's the same thing. I don't like DaBaby was the same thing. They were canceling him at festivals and things like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, does he need the money? Probably not. But I mean, he should be able to perform his shit at festivals. I mean, why
And
not?
I thought the shit he said, I was like, man, that's kind of punk rock to just be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
I was like, Jesus Christ, go for it, man. Anybody with, what did he say? Like, anybody with AIDS in my audience or something?
Yeah, he said he like cheers to anybody who didn't bring AIDS into here. It's like, yeah, well, that's
It's like
that's pretty good.
So shockingly offensive that I have to laugh.
like-
And like almost like, dude, it's so over the top that I'm like, I'm not even offended. That's just hilarious.
I thought I thought you didn't want AIDS. I thought that was kind of normal. So
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't know
positive
how
message.
anybody could be offended by a guy that literally did his skit that made him hugely famous was about the black white supremacist.
that was
on the
hilarious.
Yeah.
Chappelle show.
And that's
it's
it.
just-
Kind of
you
feels
know
like
what
that's
you
what
get
they're
with
trying
Dave
to.
Chappelle.
But that's
You know,
what they're trying to paint him as now. They're trying to say he's a black white supremacist, and you're like, bros, you guys have lost. the
Sure.
mind.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
gotta say, we gotta stand up for black people. Nicki Minaj right now, all
That's
she's
right.
saying is that taking the vaccine made her cousin's balls big and his dick not work. And I want to know how she knows that about her cousin. But also, I think we gotta stand up for Nicki Minaj. We gotta stand up for DaBaby. We gotta stand up for Dave Chappelle. Black lives do matter, and their voices shouldn't be silenced unless they're deaf mutes. In which case,
They've
That's,
silenced it for themselves.
They've silenced
yeah,
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not our fault.
I agree. I like all those people, and I of course I've been a big fan of Kanye West.
Kanye
throughout
West,
this entire
another-
deal.
yeah.
He's
How
another
many
one that
more
gets
black
canceled all the
His
time.
name anymore. His name is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeezy.
Sorry, I misnamed him. That's
Yeezy.
worse.
Ah,
That's maybe worse. He changed his name to Ye.
You
like
dead named
formally.
him. You dead named him, John.
Yeah. So
That's the
sorry about
greatest
that.
thing of all. I mean, I'll
Sorry
say
about
this.
that.
I know I think you guys are mostly right wing guys, but I've even had like a lot of left wing guys coming out of the woodwork to be like, yeah, man, we're on the same side. We just, don't speak up
Yeah.
about it as much as I wish you
Bill
motherfuckers
Cosby.
would.
There's another one. We got
Bill
Bill Cosby
Cosby.
railroaded for his beliefs. I think, John.
yeah, this
Uh,
is
the-
believe-
that
well,
We got to
He's
stand
got
up
some
for Bill
strange
Cosby.
beliefs.
Yeah,
Not just his beliefs, but his
Oh, man.
putting the beliefs into practice, I think, was where he got into trouble.
you got to practice your religion. You have every
Yeah,
right.
you do. Oh my god.
The Sacred Church of the Spanish Fly.
So there was a point. I guess
Quaalude.
this will turn into the Vito grilling / interview at this point.
Yeah,
even
that's
though I
fair.
didn't intend that.
I got like
but-
15 minutes before I got to go on another thing. So just
You're in the fucking
know.
news right now, like all over. So it's relevant.
Yeah.
But there's rumors going around that you went to YouTube and reported Friday Night Tights to them for having Alex Jones on as a violation of their TOS.
No, he did. We've all seen the tweet.
You did it?
Yeah.
Okay, but that was all right. Look, I'll put
Okay.
it this way: I didn't consider it a report. Okay, I tweeted, "Hey YouTube, is this TOS or whatever?" But I didn't like go into the back end and like file a flag because I didn't. I honestly believed in my heart of hearts that all they do is go, if you have a problem, it's like an automated thing. They go, if you have a problem, file a report here, which I did not do because I was just fucking around and I was a little drunk and I wanted to fuck with some guys who fuck with me all the time.
You
Oh,
actually
okay.
you get answered faster with the Twitter account.
Yeah, but what the answer is go file a report. It's not we're going to do something. Anyway, though, I have said, look, I fucked up. I apologize. And I'm trying to make this apology heard because I don't know. Here's what I want to say to them, and I've said it a bunch of times, and I hope somebody's hearing me. I feel bad for what I did. I was stupid,
Okay, that's
drunk
enough.
and mad.
No, it's all right.
We're good. We're good.
No problem. Vito, no
That's it.
problem. No,
We're done.
I want to give them money because I
No.
don't think apologies work. I
You
don't
can give
believe
them money
apologies
through a
work.
super chat, an enormous super chat that will get read the next
I want
day.
to donate money to charity on their behalf to show because I don't think words are enough because I don't think anybody ever believes in apologies.
It's more than enough.
We always say never
fine.
apologize, but I think you should be able to apologize if you put your money or something. I don't know.
Your heart was in the right place. All right.
I
was
like that.
being
I
a
like
fucking
that.
idiot. All right, and I admit it, and I know that.
No, he
and those
put-
guys
he
still
put
hate
all-
me, and I still
he
probably
put all
hate them,
that
and
on
that's
Twitter
fine.
that he said he fucked up and he was drunk.
Yeah.
And he said he would do the donation thing on there also. So everything he's
did.
saying, he said out on
He's
Twitter.
consistent. That's cool. I
fucked
think
up, and I don't
think
know
that's
how
enough.
to make it better, and I'm trying to apologize, and maybe nobody will accept my apology, and I just got to live with that.
I can
But
give
I'm
you a
gonna live
piece
my
of
life in a
advice.
better way. And that's-
Don't get drunk and go on Twitter.
Yeah, the best thing I could do
Yeah.
is just live my life with more consistent principles, and hopefully people will see that. But I cannot do what I did, and I'm sorry.
That's cool.
So fucking, you are gay, aren't you? You weren't.
I am
lying.
gay.
Jesus Christ.
I go. Look, man, I lean towards ladies. You gotta be a really good looking guy to get me coming over that way.
Vito, have you met Georgina Floyd by any chance in our chat?
I have not. She's
a
good-looking
beautiful
Floyd?
man woman.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
Oh, geez.
Georgina Floyd. Point is, I mean, I guess I'm just pissed because I do care about free speech, and everybody's using that one thing to be like, "See, he's a hypocrite." I'm like, bro. If
It
I
is
didn't care
tough.
about free speech, I wouldn't go out and like fucking stand up for Dave Chappelle. I really wouldn't. They're going, "Oh, he's just doing it, to get fame." Blah blah blah. I'm like, nah, man.
That
Like,
type of
there's-
shit risks your life. I mean, like these days, everybody's so crazy. You go out in the middle of
Yeah.
the streets, you're risking somebody like freaking pulling up and shoot. People shoot each other over shoes.
And let's be clear, man. Like, yeah, I'm getting like some media attention, but my YouTube channel goes up, I don't know, a couple thousand. This isn't like a huge fucking thing for me. If I wanted to get press and clout and whatever else, there's a million other things I could think of. I went out there because I'm like, one, this is funny. Like, I'm a comedian. I think it would be funny to show up. And two, why aren't other comedians fucking showing up? I was mad there wasn't anybody else there. So everybody can be mad at me. Where the fuck were you? Why didn't you fucking
shoot
go?
people over the chicken sandwiches at fucking Popeyes?
That's actually
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I'm just rip shit at all these guys who are like, you only went out there for this. I'm like, fine, I'll stay home. Why didn't you fucking go? Like, well, I care about free speech, but not enough to like get out of my fucking bed and make a sign. Okay, well then shut the fuck up.
Where was this? Where did this happen?
This was downtown LA, like Hollywood area. So
going there.
yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. I mean, nobody else. There was no other comedians there. It was just me and Dick. And the fact that everybody's coming at me because I made a shitty tweet. Okay, I admit I made a shitty tweet, but stop telling me, yo, he's a fucking hypocrite. He doesn't care about free speech. Fuck you, man. Like, come on.
How many trannies were there?
Well, I don't use that term. Transgender members of the transgender community.
They're
probably
called trannies to me. So
well,
They're
I don't
trannies.
know. I don't know how many. It was hard to tell who was a protester and who was media, and who was trans and who was not trans. But I think there was only like 50, 60 people on the side of good, as they call it. And then you had me and Dick were the two comedians. There was a bunch of the turf crowd, probably like 10 or 12 of them.
Did
And
you
then,
take
like,
it? Did you take any
100
of them home?
photographers.
Turfs, and that goes for turfs or trannies.
The turfs were coming on to me, but they're all like 50. So I was like, send your daughters my way.
Testify.
Send
You were just
your
asking him
radical
how
feminist
many
daughters.
how many manual transmissions were in the cars in the parking lot, and he's going.
Yeah,
correct.
exactly.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what I was asking, Ethan.
I was walking around the protest. I'm like, my car won't start. Does anyone have any tranny fluid? And they got
Yeah,
really mad.
tranny.
For some
Yeah,
That's
you
what
got
I was
the
about
wrong-
to go with, the tranny fluid show.
Oh, we're canceled.
So many trans, not enough tranny fluid. I don't know,
Nice
man.
to meet you, Vito.
It's nice to meet you, Ethan. I've been following you a little bit.
Are you going to join Comicsgate when you come out
I
with your
don't know if
comic?
that's a good
Vito?
thing, Ethan, or not.
I have some complicated thoughts on that, which I'm sure I'll share with Ethan. But I'm really about independent media right now. I'm really because, like, dude, I know guys who work at DC. Like, I would never get it. You know, I've pitched some stuff to like a DC editor and whatever, and you never hear back. And I'm like, yeah, because I have the wrong politics. It's never gonna happen. So I'm just happy to see that, like, it's the same with comedy, that we can just do it independently, and it's like, wow, fuck you, we can just like go straight to the people. And I'm excited to see it in comics as well. I know John's had good success, and obviously you're like having fantastic success. So yeah, no, I'm really excited about all that.
Cool, man. Yeah, I don't know very much about you. I just you know,
I'm a pussy liberal bisexual, so I can tell you that. So I'm clearly gonna fit right in with everybody. But I got a good sense of humor. I like to say, man, I'm on the left, but I'm one of the good ones.
He's got a good sense of humor, and I've seen Vito's concept for his comic, and I think it's very good. Well, I'm gonna happily promote him on the channel when he's
called Super Killer.
Super Killer, which is a perfectly stupid name.
You have it? Do you have artwork for it yet?
I have a little bit of art that we have. I'm working with a great guy in Mexico right now. I'm putting the script together. I kind of got sidetracked by all of this, but I was going to run the plot by John for the first issue. But now I'm thinking it seems like everybody does a graphic novel instead of like a single issue now. So maybe that's the way to go, or do like a giant size kind of thing. I'm not sure. I was going to pick the brains of a couple different people. But yeah, I'd love to connect and just tell you what it is I'm working on or whatever. Regardless, I'd love to have you on either my channel or come on yours. Just kind of talk about this spirit of independent creation.
Yeah, like, dude. Let's
yeah,
do it.
We'll figure it out. Because that's what I want to tell people right now is like even comedians. I'm like, don't try to get a job in Hollywood. They're like, what do I do if I don't have perfect politics or whatever? And I want to be like, just go make a fucking YouTube channel. Go like start a funny Twitter, whatever the fuck. Get whatever money you can, and then crowdfund a movie, crowdfund a special. Like I think people need to break out independently, and then the media, if they see you doing it like independently, like if you crowdfund your own special and it does huge, then Netflix is gonna go, well, he's too big to fucking ignore now. But if you try,
I don't think that's true.
The actual comedy clubs.
We'll see. Hey, I got to go on this radio show. They're calling.
All right, see you, brother.
Love you guys.
Love you too. All right. Well, that was fun. I hope he hangs with Comicsgate. I know some people don't like him. I know he's got some issues with the Fandom Menace people, but I like our Big Ten. I think the more the merrier.
I think it's the same Ro Kabir's number.
Yeah,
Ro will love him.
I don't want war campaign in our tent though, and that'll segue us.
Is Queenie still here? I mean, what the hell?
She does this.
Oh.
Queenie, are you still here? Anyway. We have this now. We have Liam to follow up Vito.
This was the most diverse stream you've ever done, John. We had two technically LG whatever letters on.
I have not just one, but two.
Yeah, I am here. I am just winded. We'll say that.
She's keeping her mouth quiet. She knows not to say anything if she doesn't know.
I know
Queenie,
when to talk.
We were talking to somebody who actually touched the penis of a trans dude.
Why do I care?
It's diverse and inclusive.
Am I not enough diversity for you now?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing a shitty job recently. I'm scaring too many people off.
We're even more diverse than Hollywood here at the Geeks and Gamers Network.
Up to you on this one stream.
He did. Speaking of diverse, here's Liam.
You too, Ray. And
anti-diverse thing ever.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Since I don't think you heard me earlier, congratulations on the baby. Liam.
Oh wait, go back. Stop it, Don. Go to 58
Yes.
minutes and 58 seconds.
Okay.
That's Nasser's favorite part. He sent me a link to it.
Oh God.
He said,
All right.
he was just dying. All right, there you go. That's fine.
Okay, there's 10 people in here. Oh my god. Okay.
I want to wish you well, Pan.
Can I have a plushie?
And
I want a plushie. I don't even know what's happening.
well, hey, you can find them all. You can find them all over. You can find them all over the internet for just a few dollars. Just admit the truth. Stop lying to the fans. And I heard. Oh, George is gone. What a pity, because I heard that Mr. Van Sciver has lowered his standards a little bit. He's going to be elevating. Yeah, he's going to be elevating Mr. Abadi to a position of kingship.
That is
now,
cute.
I think that opens up a whole position for Dave Sims and a whole bunch of other people. Just like
don't say Dave Sims.
That was
and then he left.
What?
All right.
Wow. That was a manic tirade right there.
I didn't even hear that.
I'm
part
not
till
mad.
now.
I'm
Wow.
not mad. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Nasser sent me that he was dying. It's a shame that people have to learn to shut up when Liam is ranting like that. You got all these people talking over him, and it's like you need a nice, clean. Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now. You
do
clean audio. Stop talking over people.
That's why you don't have 10 people on at once.
Yeah.
I would never have
to
10
do
people
that.
on at once. Can't do it. Yeah. But he came on and came back a few times, from my understanding. So, and he got to hang with all of our good friends, Panboy Dong Lover, Matthew Hansen.
If you look in the description there, it actually
Yes.
has the timestamp breakdowns. I don't know.
Oh,
if
there
you
are
saw
different.
that.
Oh, I love that they do that. Thank
Yeah.
God. I would never spend the time to do that for my show.
Yeah,
Liam J rejoins the show. Liam leaves. Stupendous joins. Where's Liam rejoin again? Where did he actually say the penis bit?
When he leaves.
Okay, this is the part where they actually kick everybody out. And here we are with Liam.
Better.
Congratulations on the baby, Liam.
Congratulations on the baby.
So sincere, Vicky. Everyone really, really believes that you have sincere thoughts for Liam after trying to ruin his life.
Yeah, doxing my grandmother was pretty,
I
pretty
didn't
terrible.
dox your grandmother. I
you're
doxed the
such
gas
a
station.
sweet person.
Mhm. Well, anyway, that's all in the past.
Okay,
anyway,
guys,
what's said is done.
let's move forward.
So I would just like to say about the
You
sketch.
hear the
therapy
words,
thing that,
John.
for the longest time, I tried to
Here it
reconcile the
is.
sketch and be friendly with him because I understood that
Fuck
he was
Sketch.
a veteran and he'd had an injury. So I've had a lot of interactions with Sketch, and as everyone knows, I've had a lot of beef with him because of we would make up, and then the next day he would spiral and it would get worse and worse. And it got to the point where I eventually said enough is enough. But here's the thing: if you're wondering why Sketch is being banned, well, it's obvious, isn't it? And of course, everyone's going to say I'm seething with jealousy. But try to look past that for a minute, and let's look at the history of this. Mr. Van Sciver used War Campaign as attack dogs for the longest time. He would try to send them after people. He would say, "Oh, you should do a meme about this, do this about that," and provoke them to sort of attack people. There was a time that we saw that he tried to even coach Rowan to attacking me live on his stream after saying that I was there to promote my book. But
Wait, pause it, John. Wait, one sec. Liam Gray was in that War Campaign Discord when everything that he's saying now was happening. So what is he talking about?
I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about. There was one time back in 2018, where there was a guy named Aaron Alvarez, and Aaron Alvarez was one of Renfamous's guys, and he showed up on a War Campaign stream. They invited him on, and he got really comfy there, and he got friendly. And Ro had said to him, you want to join? We should join War Campaign. And he said, yeah, I don't know, maybe. I mean, it might be fun to hang out with you guys. And so anyway, as soon as that was over, of course, once he was back with his Renfamous SJW mob, he was back to fuck Comics Gate, fuck War Campaign and all this stuff. And I said, Ro, you should really make a meme where you clip that 3 seconds out and just play that all over Twitter, where it's like, you want to join War Campaign? Yeah, maybe I do. Unfortunately, poor Aaron Alvarez is dead. He actually died. Mysterious
He's
circumstances.
dead?
Yeah, he is. He's literally
DED?
dead.
He didn't make it?
No, yeah, he's dead. He's
Okay.
he actually died. But at the time, that was like the only real time where I said War Campaign should do something. So that's what Liam's talking about. He's suggested they make memes to attack people. He's an SJW, Liam. I've never once said go attack Liam Gray. Why would I do that? Liam attacks himself every single day.
Oh man, I just
didn't think anybody could one up Mike Miller, but Liam figures out a way every time.
He's like he talks about me constantly, and then he
that's
says,
it.
"Stop talking about me." I wake up in the morning and there's Liam absolutely going nuts. He made a whole video with these weird allegations, like, you know, suggesting that he's been close to my family for decades.
That was a weird one. I remember that one was fucked up.
You know, it's like, I've been stalking you for 30 years. Now leave me alone.
The one where he talks about taking care of your children. That one. That one fucking.
I got to keep my eye on him. I'm sorry, Liam. I got to keep my eye on you for my own safety and the safety of my family.
Are you still concerned about his threat because he's going to be coming to be in New Jersey again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, these are all reasons why I've got to keep my eye on Liam, and I will. I'll keep my eye on him right here on this show.
And he's still going with you.
When War Campaign decided that they weren't going to have a bar of it anymore and stepped aside, he had to sort of fall back to sketch therapy, which you'll notice that.
Wait. War Campaign were the good guys in all of this is Liam's analysis here?
Yeah, he's always been War Campaign,
Oh,
John.
Okay.
He still is.
Throughout the next following few months, he sent sketch therapy after people, you know, in much the same way. And this is so he can essentially keep his hands clean and look like he's a big innocent man. And then,
man.
So a big innocent man.
He looks like a
good.
big innocent man.
Coming from a fucking Oompa Loompa.
Sketch therapy.
So
I need you to go after these people for me. Go after people. Sketch therapy.
And yes, sketch therapy does as he's told and is completely controllable. And
absolutely.
Yes.
What a great
highlight Andino's message. Look at Andino's message.
Liam probably has 1,000 pictures of Ethan post. Yeah, probably true. I mean, he's got a USB thumb drive of me. I can only imagine what he's got of Ethan. So, yeah.
And then, of course, he brought back Nasser. Of course, Nasser was his first attack dog, but Nasser betrayed him. Now he's got Nasser back. He's
wait a minute. How did you train Nasser?
I brought back Nasser. Nasser was my first attack dog.
I want to know the training regimen you put him through.
Yeah. So if you need an attack, I mean, Nasser is a really scary, threatening guy. I mean, he's the one to really send after people when the shit hits the fan.
He's my enforcer. He is my own personal. Yeah, you better believe it. 100%.
He's trying to spite me because, you know, I'm a customer advocate and the fans listen to me. Heaven forbid. I know that I'm an irrelevant, 20-person channel, but I actually care about the fans and I believed in the movement. And
Testify HD, since you're an expert Liamologist, when was the last time Liam got a backer?
It's been, I think, technically we could say almost 3 weeks because there's been the one that keeps buying it and refunding it.
Oh, okay.
So, but it still hasn't moved in a full week now.
But he's won with the consumers.
Oh, he knows everything about the consumer. He knows how to market, and he knows why he's at where he's at now. But
excellent. Thank you for that.
And he doesn't like me very much, you see. So he needs to protect history. The history he's trying to revise, to reinvent. He needs people that were there and know what was actually going on to either be his attack dogs, under his thumb, or completely out of the picture. Now, Liam, for all of his retard.
Now, wait a minute. At some point, does Vicky or Smug go, Liam, you're a fucking idiot, and shut the fuck up, or no?
No, just keep listening.
Okay.
You gotta listen.
Okay.
And spurgery will not be stepped on and told what to do. I am loyal first and foremost to the customer, and I always will be. I don't want to be part of his big gay club. I don't care about money. I have everything I need.
Yeah. Oh, yes, he does.
The whole reason that sketch therapy is blocked is entirely because Ethan doesn't need him anymore. He can now use NASA to attack people.
When did I need sketch therapy? Sketch therapy was necessary for a long time. He was so important to, being in my chat, yelling about Smiller, calling everybody boxers.
It was always
vital.
The running joke.
He was important.
Knew this.
He was vital to the operation of things, but eventually he wore out his necessity and he had to go. We just had to toss. Well, Nasser's here, so I got Nasser to yell about.
You got
Smiller.
Nasser.
Yeah, we're fine now.
You're good. Now, I assume Mr. Dong's here is being sarcastic in the chat. right? I
Yes.
hope. Yeah.
Going on,
I
and
don't
that's
think
the reality
Nash is a
of it.
really good attack dog. Honestly,
He's not.
Like,
He is not. But everyone has seen through Sketch. Everyone's sick of it. Fragger has had enough of Sketch.
Who hasn't had
And
enough of
that
Sketch?
compromised
making a tactical
relationships.
mistake.
Of course, he always is. He always is. But what can you do? He's the big man. He controls everything and thinks that he's on top of the world. He can kick anyone around, push anyone. He can push around anyone he wants. But
he's
you know,
not here right now because he's a huge pussy and he's afraid of it.
But anyway,
I'm actually.
I don't think he's really aware of this channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he knows the show.
Oh, Smug Pug, I hate to break
Here's
it
just
to
a
you,
tip, by the way,
but
John. I mean, anybody who if you're going, I wonder if Ethan's watching right now, but he's a huge pussy and is afraid to come on.
Right.
Before you say that, go right at Comic Artist Pro Secrets in the chat. As soon as you start writing at Comic Artist, then it's gonna pop up. If I'm watching the show, it's gonna pop up and finish. You're gonna know I'm there.
That's in fact true about anybody's name. You feel like seeing if they're in the chat or not.
That's true. Anytime. I mean, you're like, is this guy watching right now? You can just go at and then put their name. And if it finishes the name as you're typing it, that person's in the chat watching right now. So just a tip. You don't have to wonder. In point of fact, I went to bed last night at 8 p.m., slept through the night. Andrea said I snored. You know, I it's like I didn't wake up till 5 a.m. So no, I did not know about this show. I was not watching. I woke up to it, which was fun.
Excellent.
Evan, I'm sure, is watching right now.
What? I've never gotten this. Why do they keep calling you Evan?
One of these trannies on Renfamous's team called me Evan once, and I said, no, my name's Ethan. And then this tranny was like, I'm going to call you Evan, though. Because that hurts your feelings because you're not as important as you thought. And I went, oh, okay.
And then they just kept at it even though it wasn't funny. That sounds like War Campaign. Okay.
Right. It isn't really, it doesn't mean anything.
And I tried repeatedly to move on.
He tried.
This is the thing. The man called.
He tried. We watched every stream, in fact, of him trying to move on for hours and hours and hours of streaming. Even the day he had a child, he left the child and the woman at the hospital and went and streamed and talked about this.
Do you remember? I think we're going on. It's like a little, maybe over a month, and he quit YouTube for the 900.
Oh, I remember when he quit the YouTube.
I remember that.
Yes,
but he's back.
He's back.
And called me a stalker. I tried to move on with my life,
Evan is like
move away from this, and I had to block him from my chat. He repeatedly went to other people's chats. He called me a fraud. He spread, I mean,
why does he care so much about you, Liam? You're like a little fucking dude.
I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. But
why
I'll tell you what I am.
I'm much time on you.
Because I'm the one man. Because I have never and I will never kneel.
Because you gave him shit. That's why.
I spoke.
He
I
can't
spoke
let
truth
it
to
go
power.
because he's a woman.
Yeah. And it's like and you know what? I never even wanted to give him shit. Here he is bitching and moaning that I sent him my books and then he burns them live and they expect a reaction out of me. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This isn't Liam doing a bit. This is real talk, Liam. I really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care how well NASA does. I don't care if EBS.
I don't care how. Yeah, he does. I mean, he's flipping out about Nasser. Yeah, that's the amazing part.
You can. This is the thing. You can block me in your chat. The SJWs do this too. They block you on Twitter so that you can't respond to their constant allegations and shit talking about you.
Yeah, I get it.
They don't block you because it's like, hey, I just want my privacy from you. If Liam blocked me and never talked about me ever again, it wouldn't be a problem. But he blocks me and then says weird shit about me every single day and makes entire videos claiming all of these weird things about me. And I choose to respond to that. I don't have to. I could be the big innocent man and not to. I do choose to respond to that. I feel like Liam is probably unstable. I feel like he's the kind of person who could wind up being dangerous. I feel like I should keep my eye on him a little bit. As for burning his comic, that was in a different time. I mean, we were in a slightly better place, Liam and me, where he was telling me that his plan was to destroy Anti-Comicsgate, and he was going to do that by blocking or reporting false flagging everyone's channels for copyright. He did that to Testify, Smiller. He did that to the Incel brothers. He did that to.
Can I tell you one thing really quick because it's relevant to this? Do you see that avatar he's using?
Yes.
That's the avatar that he got my channel a strike from. But now here's the little funny part to it. I know the guy that colored that.
So
it wasn't Liam.
Yeah, it's probably that other guy.
I don't know if you know him or not, but literally I'm not going to say who it is here because he doesn't want me to.
You failed to make it a point. Testify. Sorry.
But I got
BBS
a
doesn't like me.
channel
I don't care if they don't let me into their cool kids club. I don't give a fuck. Not even a little bit, right?
Liam, you just keep talking about it, man.
You care a lot. And the thing was, like I just said, don't do that. Don't do that thing. Do not, like, exactly what I just said to Vito. But then I let Vito off because it was Friday Night Tights. So I was like, nah, it's all right. You don't have to apologize to those guys. But to anybody else, like, yeah, like, don't do that. That's against the rules. That's immoral. You don't false flag people. You don't remove their ability to, even if they're critics, they're dickheads. You don't do that, man. You don't, because then anybody can do that. We got to have some rules around here. We just don't do that.
It's the unspoken rule of YouTube.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's it, because if that happens, then anybody can false flag anybody, and it's for the slightest provocation, and then I don't know, man. It just stops.
And nobody can have fun on the internet anymore, and that's what we're supposed to be doing here.
Yeah. So.
What I do care about, and the reason that you got so many huge reactions out of me over the course of a few years is, one, because I knew what I was doing, I was leaning into it, and two, I actually believed in this, and I believed in people. When people said things, I thought they meant it, right? And I really thought that this was a chance to.
We all believed in Comicsgate. So is this an anti-Comicsgate stream now? Is that it? Yeah. I'm okay.
I really believed in Comicsgate. I really believed that I was going to get to fuck with people on the internet and get their channels struck. Here's Panboy. I really believed I was going to be able to be part of a crew that pretended to be customers and go around and harass people and scare away other professionals and make this whole environment unpleasant and miserable for everybody who's already, worried about the future. I really believed in this, guys. And it just didn't turn out to be as ethical as I thought it was going to be. This is just terrible. I care about the customers that I've been harassing.
I'm trying to be good, John, but do you see Spirit Scar's comment?
Spirit Scar says best anti-CG show on YouTube right here. Oh man. Okay. Well, this is kind of odd, but okay.
Customer advocacy movement and really create something good and lasting. But in the end, it's just an excuse for small men to try and pretend to be big men to try and bully other people. And I don't got time for that shit. And that's all I got to say about it.
If you look at it in like the big picture, you see Evan.
I'd like to ask a question. Why, when books were starting to be funded, would you think that it is still a customer advocacy movement instead of a marketing machine? I mean, I
entirely because
I am completely baffled by that because that's exactly what it became when Ethan started, when Meyer started, when people were pushing Meyer to put a book on.
I've been hearing people for nearly time has passed, so I'd say probably like 15 or 16 years now, talk about how this is wrong or this editor's a piece of shit and this and that and this is the problem with this and that. And I've been watching people chase Hollywood and sell out for ages, right? And I really thought that this was an opportunity for us to do what Todd McFarlane did with Image, which is we get a bunch of creators with goals, right?
John, like, let me just this whole lecture here that Liam's given.
Yes.
I thought we could get together and be like Todd McFarlane and form a new Image. That's what I've done. If that's going to see, that's what I've done. When you see me on a panel with like, Dale Keown and Shane Davis and Dan Fraga and, John Malin and RT Bear and all these big name professionals, that's what we're doing. Who the fuck are you? And I hate to be rude, but it's like, you are not on our level. You can publish all the
Devastator,
shit that you want to do. Oh, I forgot about that.
Remember?
You're not on our level,
4 years old.
You wouldn't be a part of that. We're doing that now. You're not a part of it. You didn't earn that. You haven't spent decades in the mainstream. You haven't done anything of value. You're a carpetbagging fraud. who showed up in this community just like you showed up in the Bigfoot community and got ejected from it because you're a troublemaker and a weirdo. And
not to mention that you want to talk about image. Well, Frago worked on Witchblade, so that was Top Cow Image. So he worked on the top, some of the top image properties. So did Art Taber. He did inking for it. Dale Keown, obviously, same thing. So you basically grabbed those same image guys that Todd McFarlane did, and have done the exact same thing.
John, the delusion is like infuriating. It's like,
I know.
I thought we were going to do this together. You weren't a part of that. You never would be. You didn't put in the lifetime. I mean, you were not a comic book professional, Liam. You're not. You are somebody pretending to be one.
I still want to know why he thought he was going to take care of your kids. That one still baffles me.
Well, you were trying to get him on X-Men back in the 2000s, Ethan.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm just so weird. Liam was going to do it, but then Grant Morrison stepped up.
Yeah,
I mean,
gosh,
weird.
If it wasn't for Grant Morrison, Liam would have been a star.
Who is Liam's what's it called? His mentor that he said something on Twitter, and the guy's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" You remember what was that guy's name? I forgot his. Never mind. Let it go.
All right.
We're going to move forward. We've got all of these fans that believe in the cause, and we're going to champion for them. We're going to create stuff that they want, and then we're going to show that what we do makes more money than these other guys.
Wait a minute. Isn't that what we're all doing? Like,
well, he thinks that we're like, his whole thing is, and this is what people kind of make fun of Comicsgate about. We're going to beat Marvel and DC. No, we're not. There's no fucking way we're gonna beat.
Yeah, they're a multi-billion-dollar corporate machine owned by AT&T and Disney. I mean, they've got marketing tools we can never even imagine. It is what it is. But we can make stuff that the customers like, and we can make good comic books that people enjoy.
The mere fact that we exist is enough. That we're able to do this. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to make it so that people can make a living in comics. You know,
that's a fair goal.
Yeah,
I like it.
Outcompete in the realm of ideas the same way that they did in the 1980s with Eastman and Laird. We're going to come up through the indies. It probably was never going to be me. I never thought that. Someone's going to have this hit explosive idea, and we're going to be able to tackle the mainstream. But instead, everyone got scared to take on the mainstream.
Well, Eastman and Laird didn't take on the mainstream. They just kind of did their own thing, and it was successful. I
thought the whole goal
I think Cyberfrog really mirrors that. And I could see Cyberfrog cartoons coming in the future and things like that as well.
Sure.
Right.
Anything's possible. But I mean, that's not why we're doing this. Again, we're just doing this because we want to just make sure there's a way for people to be able to make a living. That door cannot be closed. Should be a possibility to make a living in comics, regardless of what SJW said. This idea that Liam has that, you know, we're going to take on the mainstream and win. No, we're not. And if that's your goal,
big business.
If that's your goal, we're going to fail, and you look like a clown. Have small expectations.
You know, this might be a dumb question. Does Disney own Marvel outright, or only the movies?
No, they own.
They own Marvel outright.
They own it outright. Okay, because I just wasn't sure or not.
Yeah.
They buckled back down and they sort of hid in their little corner and became secular. And it's like, we could have created something great and learned from.
They became secular. I know.
Does he know what secular means?
I don't think so.
Just using words.
He uses big words to make himself sound.
Yeah, I'm still Comicsgate and I'm not secular. But
and you got
Mike left.
Three. You got three. Well, maybe Vicky might be even drunk on that panel.
Mike left, and you got Lepresti and me to head up the Christian angle of things. So
I'm Christian too. Don't you know?
Keep
I
that
understand.
fucking tambourine away.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Learned from all of Todd's mistakes in Image and advocated for the fans and created a new industry with a bright new future, and where we could bring these comics back to a state where they were at their peak. That was always my goal, and that's what I was always loyal to. Not a name, not a man, not a brand. I was loyal to an idea. I didn't care about fame. And so if you're wondering how can I be a customer advocacy movement, because I'm a customer. I'm a creator, but I'm also a customer. I've been a fan of this stuff my whole life. So have most successful authors.
Yes, but I think once you become the creator, then the advocacy of the customer is
What
is
nonsense?
always
No.
is no. It's always going to suffer because there's always the need for the money in order to create, and
It's a conflict
you
of interest. Just
do
say that,
that
Vicky.
by
Yes.
marketing. Marketing is never ever
Yes.
customer friendly.
No, I disagree. I
The
disagree.
idea
No, I
of
disagree.
marketing
No.
is to manipulate customers.
No.
And that's,
No.
yeah,
What did-
that-
what- no.
that's
I don't
Have
know.
you
I don't know
studied
about
any-
that.
When I say
That's a weird comment.
Manipulate?
Well, I
I don't
mean,
know
no,
about that.
it is manipulative to kind of be
Well,
like,
you're trying to sell a product to somebody. But I
Right.
wouldn't say manipulate. That's
no.
the wrong word.
The idea is to go, okay, we hear the customers. We hear what you're
Yes.
saying. We're
Okay.
trying to create a product for those displaced customers. But we're not customers ourselves. Comicsgate has become a very kind of broad thing. It was the conflict between SJWs and non-SJWs and comic books. And then I called what we were doing Comicsgate, which is just, blacklisted professionals crowdfunding comics in opposition to the mainstream. And that became what Comicsgate is more widely known as. But it's still a customer, it's still about customer relations. It's still, a consumer advocacy group too. It's just that that's not what we are. We're just a response to the SJWs. We're competing with them now. So Liam wants to be both of those things, and you can't be, because it's in your interest to go, oh, I'm for the customers. Well, Marvel thinks they're for the customers too. They'll sit there and they'll say, well, we're doing this because we're trying to represent our transgendered customers. We are a customer advocacy movement in the same way that you are, Liam. And you go, well, not these customers. It's a pointless and stupid argument. Everybody thinks they're advocating for their customers.
You guys
and
are
hopefully
your
you
own
are.
business and store.
So.
That's what a lot of people, and you got to separate the customer from the business side if you're doing it.
Yeah. And, I don't know. I try to make my books in response to the SJWs and say, here is something different that doesn't have all that bullshit in it. That's true. And I hope that the customers will come along with that. That's the thought.
Well, that's the market that we're going for, right? So we hear people saying, we don't like this. And we go, oh, we want their money. We want them to be our customers. So that's what I get them.
We like you guys.
I would want anybody that's willing to give me their money. I don't care if you hate me either.
Yeah, but no, that doesn't matter. It's just that, you set up a product, you market to a customer base that is there. Like if you go, it's hot out here at this theme park. People are going to want cold water bottles. I'm going to sell cold water bottles here. That's why you do that. You're not water advocacy specialists. You just go, there's a need for something here, and I'm going to try to provide it.
Well, Liam doesn't want to sell to the people that want the warm bottle, just in case. If that one of them is warm, he doesn't want to sell to them because they might manipulate or try to change something.
Who knows?
Ethical capitalism. Are you familiar with the terminology, or do you think
Ethical
I'm just saying
capital-
moral capitalism? Do you know what ethical capitalism?
I'm familiar with the terminology, but
my goal as a creator is to create something that has greater value, hopefully, than the customer pays for it for the lowest and most competitive rates.
Liam, you printed your fucking pages backwards and you can't read your book. Okay.
That I can. That's how I operate. Now, to say that I'm trying to manipulate people just to buy my product, I'm creating for the customer. I'm not creating monuments to narcissism. These aren't books that I'm making to serve my ego. I'm trying to fill vacuums that have been sort of abandoned or left that people might want to, consume and enjoy and don't otherwise have access to. So I'm definitely not trying to manipulate my audience. I never would. I've always been straightforward to the point of looking like an idiot. I think everyone can agree on that. So, but to say that you can't have, people that are marketing and selling a book advocate for the customer, I think is that's going to create a divide.
Look at Larry. Todd didn't need CG to do it, and neither did we.
Then it without, you guys aren't selling any comics.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you've been watching any of those Niobe. I don't know if you've been seeing any of those other Niobe ones.
Todd did go in with a group to Marvel, and they went together and said, "F you, we're going to do this together. We're the superstars. We're going to form a movement around us, And that's what Image Comics was. It really was.
Yeah, but he didn't need Comicsgate though. That's Niobe's brilliant point.
Okay. Well, what a guy.
Yeah.
Odd, and it that basically says you can never do business.
Yes.
How
Well,
can
no,
you
you're either a creator or you're a customer. Me, I'm a
I
customer.
disagree.
I don't.
Well,
I'm not a creator. I'm a customer.
Well, you
That's why
created
I
you created those mugs. You know.
That's not.
You're
I don't need, and I don't, and I also don't.
Those are the like Ethan blocked me on Twitter mugs.
Yeah, I bought one of those.
it's the
You bought one of
mugs
those?
where you can go on. What the hell is the website? You just slap a logo on it and you can sell it, and they send you money.
Yeah, they just put up a font. It wasn't even a design.
Anybody could be a creator, but you got to be.
But Vicky's saying she's not a creator, and she's right.
Yes,
so
she is.
Yeah,
she is actually in that one.
Yeah.
I also don't advertise.
He's got you there. He's got you there, Vicky.
I also
Yup.
don't
Yeah,
advertise those
got you
mugs
there.
really, and all of the money from those goes straight into Patreons of
I don't
artists.
advertise
I
those
don't
mugs
actually-
except every day on my Twitter for like 3 years.
It's my pinned tweet just because, right?
Look,
but
I don't care. Look,
but I'm not creating comic books while I'm
one
claiming to be
one second,
advocating
Vicky.
comic books.
When will you though?
1 second.
Oh,
There's a lot of
When
chatter
you
in the
create a
chat.
comic book?
Okay, one moment. Let's put a pin in that for a second. There's a lot of chatter in the chat. Liam, the chat wants to know about this multiple wives thing. Would you like to
Here we go.
clarify
Here
that
it
while
comes.
you're here?
Oh boy.
I know,
Well,
but
it's not any of their.
know it.
It's not any of their business. I mean, how many people are really concerned about it? How many people would be worried about who I put my penis inside? Why is it?
How many people would be worried about who Liam puts his penis inside?
You thought I was lying.
You know, he talks about this. You know,
He
this
does.
whole thing is like, why don't you mind your own business? As he says these things that are vexing.
You get a mental image because he paints the picture for you. But why are you thinking about that?
Yeah, why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you care? It's like, you know, because you're stupid and a clown and a weirdo, and you say dumb shit that people like Testify, and people like Testify. They're like puppy dogs who will tear you to they will attack something like this, like a chew toy, and tear it to pieces. You say dumb shit, and you've become a chew toy to people like Testify, people like Nasser, people like that, John Delarose, and I guess to a lesser extent me. I'm fascinated by all of the weird shit you say about me. I can't. All your weird theories. I'm amazed by them.
He's
I think it's funny.
literally like Howard Stern in the late 80s, early 90s. What is he gonna say next?
Yeah,
That's what I'm always
Howard was
sitting back waiting
cool.
for. Yeah,
but Howard
Liam
was
is like-
cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Liam is
I was the one-
sad.
As the one who does research, this is literally just a project. It's the funniest shit to me that someone out there genuinely says these things and believes in them.
Yeah, Queenie wasn't even around this Comicsgate stuff, and she just started hearing Liam, and she can't believe it. So
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Welcome, Queenie.
Is it their business?
I don't like it
You
here.
know, it's not
You don't like it here?
I fucking hate. No, don't fucking kick me.
All right, well, let's
The
see
man-
Liam. Maybe she'll change her mind.
Oh, that was a
Multiple wives.
horrible image.
It was a horrible image.
Everybody loves the gossip.
But no,
Everybody loves the
it's just a joke.
Liam is just out to fill holes.
No, I'm interested.
It's Gossip Gate. That's what this is. Gossip Gate.
Look,
Gate.
anyway, I do have to go because I actually have to ship off a bunch of stuff. But I just wanted to try to be a little bit normal for a change, not salacious, and just say
That
look,
wasn't
this
normal.
is what's going on. I have said over and over again, just I'm gonna go mean here. Just leave me the fuck alone, right? Let me do my book. Let me do what I do. Stop trying to paint me as a fucking crazy.
Ethan has his attack dog in NASA and doesn't need anybody, so he discards everybody like they're pieces of shit. He is an evil mastermind and terrible. Why can't he just leave me alone?
I mean, there are literally 4 people watching his live streams at any given time. How much more alone do you need to be left? And then you come here and you say crazy shit, leave me alone. Well, I mean, stop saying crazy shit. People will eventually completely leave you alone. They're not buying your books. They're not watching your content. We're all sort of responding to your big, stupid mouth.
He doesn't seem to understand that part. It's us responding to him, not us attacking him.
Right. Yeah.
It's too complicated of a
crazy
concept.
person. Try to focus on what's real. The fact that, people are more worried about, my private life and how many partners I have than what I'm saying should sort of be indicative of part of the problem here. I disagree with you, Vicky, that creators can't advocate for customers. I do, and I know many creators who are customer first. Please check out Wonder Island. Please check out Shadow of the Kraken. And you guys stay excellent to one another. Come and subscribe to my channel. My name's Liam Gray. Thanks for having me.
What a great appearance.
Thank you for joining us, Liam. Let's bring.
That's it.
Hello, Liam. Thank you, Liam. That was great, Liam. I mean, that's the conclusion.
That's it.
Okay.
And then they move on.
Summed it all up.
And then, yeah.
It was a let's try to bring everybody together stream. It didn't help, and then the Finatra thing today just kind of was the last dagger. It was like, ugh.
So what went on Finatra? Like, so I missed Pan on Finatra, and Ethan, apparently you talked to him.
Yeah, Pan was on Finatra this morning. When I wake up, I see what comic skaters are still streaming 5 a.m. It's always Finatra, so I put on the Dankstream. Pan's in there just calling me a pussy, calling me names. Oh my
like
God.
Usual.
Yeah, right. So I went in there finally and talked to him. And I don't know.
Did you calm him down? Did you calm him down, or did he remain Pan?
He was just like, I thought you wouldn't have the balls to come in here. And I was like, that's why you're talking mad shit. I got stuff to do, Pan. It's literally 2.5 hours of him begging me to come in here and give him some attention.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Stop thinking about me. Just stop. I'm not actually out there saying wild shit. I'm just kind
of. He misses you, E. He misses you.
I'm sorry. The highlight of that entire thing was him begging you to put out Gat's link on Twitter.
Oh, he said, will you just please retweet Gat's comic? I was like, no. You can watch it. The whole thing was weird, man. He was real docile when I showed up. I was expecting a fight. And I'm drawing. I'm just like, I don't want to go live right now. I want to draw. And anyway, he ended up getting a good 20 minutes of my time. You can go watch that if you want to.
Good. I'll pass.
Yeah, it was.
I can't listen to him talk. It drives me crazy. So
he is a bully. And that's what Pan is. I don't like to call people bully, but Pan is like the kind of bully. He's a bully. He's just mean, to people, and he's threatening them, and hey, I'm gonna show up at your house and I'll fight you, and all over what, and what exactly is this all about? War Campaign was funny for a little while. They were funny, and then they just became really mean. The Anna stuff was just over the top, over the line. And they just kind of said that they wanted to go. Pan actually said, I don't want to be a part of your show anymore because you aren't corralling John Malin and Cecil from calling us names. And it was like, okay, see ya. And they never left. But the thing that Pan was really talking about was, somebody said on Twitter to me, if you look at the pile of broken, crowdfunding creators, they're all people who formerly associated with Ethan. Maybe it's about time that Ethan take responsibility for that or something like that. And I was like, that's exactly right. I do take responsibility for it. Fuck with me and die. All of these people that you see piled up who can no longer make a living and they're no longer raising funds, their sales are down, are people who decided they would turn against me. It didn't work out for any of them, and I don't know why they keep doing it. It's just be nice. Just be nice.
It's that comment I kept saying. It was, they keep thinking it's 2018 and 19.
Well, they died. I mean, this is what I told Pam's like, so what, am I dead? And I'm like, you're dead. You're literally a ghost that's haunting Comicsgate. You still live in the moment that you were eliminated from the crew. Comicsgate's a train. We just keep moving forward. You were kicked off the train, but you're just sitting there haunting us like a ghost. You can't move on. Your soul isn't at peace. You literally died.
Yeah. It's interesting when you talk about it was funny for a while, then it turned mean. And there is a line of funny versus mean spirited. And I try to stay on the funny side of things all the time, as best I can. I don't want to actually hurt anybody ever, And I think that's where Dave Chappelle, if you watch that show, he was definitely making fun of those groups for sure, which I guess is illegal now.
Yeah,
but he did it to be funny. It was to everyone. It was just to be funny. It wasn't a mean. There was no mean spirit. Dave Chappelle doesn't want to hurt any trans person out there. Neither do I. You know, neither does anybody else here.
He makes fun of white people. He makes fun of black people, Mexican, everybody. Literally every demographic you could put something to. It's just laugh.
You see a couple guys on the internet like this. You know, you wonder if they actually do want to hurt people, and that's something you shouldn't have to wonder.
No, I get that feeling. Like, you know, we had a lot of just weirdos. I think we're brushing them off now.
Yeah.
And there are some people who want to come back. John, you know, I mean, we had trouble. As long as you want to do your thing, you know, you're not hurting anybody. You want to make fun of, you know, some of the weirdos. That's fine. Just do comics and support other comic skaters.
That's right.
I'm not Liam Gray. I'm not out here just talking shit because I want to hear the sound of my own voice. I want this to work. My legacy needs to be, you know, SJWs tried to destroy my life, and instead that gave my life more purpose. My purpose is to just help other people get together and create their own comic books.
I like how you explained how Comicsgate is today in the mall aspect.
Like people don't understand
I thought that was a
that.
good way to comparison.
People need to hear. It's like, well, you know, there's this envious thing that, you know, the war campaign guys bring up. They're like, there are some lords and there are peasants. And it's like, no, there are big anchor stores. If we're all a mall, there are big anchor stores that everybody comes to. You come to the mall to go to JCPenney, Macy's, Lord & Taylor, Nordstrom's. Those are the big stores that you can see from outside of the mall, and they're the reason you come into the mall. And then if you're a smaller creator, like, say, Nasser Rabadi, you've got the equivalent of a candle shop or something like that, some kind of like boutique store. You're next to Lord & Taylor, and the fact that you're there is going to get you foot traffic that wouldn't happen if you were an independent store somewhere in the middle of East Jabit. You're next to Lord & Taylor. Somebody's going to walk by, and you're going to get that extra foot traffic. And that works out for everybody. If we're all one big shopping mall, as it were, you know, metaphorically, that's how Comicsgate's going to succeed. And you're just going to have to get used to the fact that there are bigger, you know, they're going to be bigger creators, but being next to us is going to help you.
Yes.
It's just going to help you. So don't fight us. You know, don't try to tear down the mall.
And the way to and a great way to try to succeed is to collaborate and work with the bigger stores. You know, you have a sale going on, Ethan, or whatever. You know, I'll add to the sale. I'll put a sale on in my store too, or whatnot. And that tends to help things. That's how it works.
Follow me on Twitter when you see me promoting my stuff. You know, answer by tagging your stuff there too. You know, I mean, you know, everybody needs to promote. I try to retweet stuff, you know, as often as I can. Everybody needs to retweet, and everybody needs to just try to kind of build this idea. And I'm out there now doing media appearances. I'm doing my best to learn how to be a face and talk about I'm not good at this stuff, but I'm learning.
You've done a great job. I've listened to you on a couple different radio shows. I liked you on the Unsafe Space podcast. I love them.
Oh, thanks.
You were great. Yeah.
So that's where we're going from here. And you know, the fact that we have I think we've tossed off some people. Watch what we say. The fact that we've kicked some people off of the train, or some people have exited the train of their own volition, troublemakers. I think that's okay. But you know, is there a redemption arc for some of them? Maybe. Like I said, that's what Nasser is. I would like Nasser to do really well and to hit 5 figures on Creepsters for the first time.
That'd be great.
I told him a year ago. I said,
you're gonna have Nasser on tonight still?
Yes. Yeah. He's
awesome.
Invited. You know, I said it's going to take a year. You know, you're going to have to behave yourself for a whole year in order for people to maybe consider backing you again. And it's been a year, so he's going to be invited on the show. And we'll see if we can get Creepsters to 5 figures. I will, you know, be very excited for him if he can do that.
That's awesome. All right. Well, tune in tonight to Ethan's show. You guys know where to find him. Comics Artist Pro Secrets. And I think that's a good spot to wrap up the show. We learned something today, and Comicsgate is on its way to even greater heights, which I'm excited about. So talk to you guys soon. Thank you for coming on, Ethan.
Yeah, no problem, John. I'll see you later. See you tonight.
See you. Thanks, Queen, for coming on too, even though you didn't say anything.
I didn't know what was happening, as always.
Jeez, as always. What are you up to? Up, it's just me. All right, I'll end the stream, I guess. Bye.